Gundam.tk presents God Gundam. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Robert184 as always from Gundam.tk, and today I'm here with a review of the high-grade Future Century God Gundam. This kit just went on sale in May 2010, and it sells for the price of 1,800 Japanese yen, and of course is made by Bandai. I like now that they're showing the name of the anime prominently on the box, and in this case we have機動武闘伝G Gundam, and in English it's called Mobile Fighter G Gundam, which is sort of important because this is technically not a mobile suit, but instead is a mobile fighter, but I'm sure I'm going to make a mistake when I make this video. But what's even more significant is that this is a part of the high-grade Universal Century line, which used to only include HGFC kits, of course, and that's why it was named as such. But starting last month, they released the high-grade 144th Gundam X, and now they're following up with this. So we're going to get the 1990 series X, G, Wing, and Turn A, hopefully all in 144th, with a much better high-grade. And high-grade here will have a lot better meaning than the old high-grade kits that they already had released. So in this case it's the Future Century, there you can see the name of it. In the high-grade Universal Century this is 110, the X was 109, 111 I believe is the Double Zeta, and here you can see the name of the Gundam, and you'll notice down there that this is called the G Gundam, but in Japanese it's the God Gundam, and I think in America, what was it, the Burning Gundam? For a scan around the box we have a pretty sharp looking image of the God Gundam, and of course that's going to be painted by a professional. And here's a shot of the back, and you'll notice here that these red parts are filled in on the back, but the first thing I noticed is that there's gaps there on the front. I wonder if we can do something about that when we build it. And otherwise you get some pretty cool image shots, including the God Gundam. He really is on fire there. And again, here's some more information about the suit, including its height, which is 16.6 meters. So while the other side of the box was very HGFC in its style, here you get to see how many features this kit has packed into it. So first of all, we have the energy multiplier, which is basically that jewel on the chest, and there's a gate that can open up there, and it's showing it off there. It also comes with a variety of hand parts, mostly in gray, but you're also going to get some burning hands. You can transform this into hyper mode, which basically means you can put on the God hands and just open up the wings on the back. You'll notice that they're already open there. But the real selling feature of this is the action poses it can pull off, and the Master Grade was not too bad. But if you're able to pull off that kind of kicking, that's pretty good. For those of you that have built the high-grade 00 kits, you'll notice a lot of familiar joints down there. You're also going to get some pretty unique martial arts kind of hands there. And you'll notice here that the rear skirt is able to move, which is always very cool in a high-grade. For the mechanisms here that they're listing, you have the core lander, which is able to combine, it says there, and you'll notice there it's transformed with the wings down. And again, I know the first thing I noticed is that these red parts are covered on the top, but they're not, but they have open parts when it's combined. So anyway, I think that may be a poor decision. Anyway, we have machine cannons up here on the shoulder, and we have two different lengths of beam swords. And finally, we have a very tiny, untouched up version of the God Gundam, so if you assemble it straight out of the box, here's what you're going to get with just the seals. Now, I've already built the Master Grade, and you can take a look at its review, of course, on Gundam.tk. But I really had to go back and check the date because this was released all the way back in 2001. And at the time, this was a very revolutionary Master Grade just because the inner frame, or what did they call it, the fighting action or whatever. But the point is now it's almost 10 years since this has been released. So anyway, I'm looking forward to comparing this and seeing how far the high grade has really come along. There were a lot of models released, so back in 1994 we have a 144th, but this is non-grade. They also had a 1/100th high-grade God Gundam, also released in 1994 when the anime was airing, and a 1/60th, again, all coming out in the same year. And if you like panel lining, you'd love this kit. Now it's time for the deboxing, and when you crack this baby open, you're going to get inside one bag with the A part, another red and white, blue, gray, and white parts, and the instruction manual. And that's it. I'll wrap up part 2 here, but don't forget to stay tuned to the next part where you can see all the plates, stickers, and instruction manual before it's time to be putting this thing together. And remember, I was really impressed with the high grade After War X, and this is looking really cool already. So anyway, Robert184 from gundam.tk, hit like if you liked the video, and as always, let me know with a comment what you think, good or bad. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't mind me, I'm just here because my weapons are as ridiculous as any of the other ones we saw on these mobile fighters.